Hello people, it's your boy Usman back again with another video. This time we're going to be talking about the Manchester United squad that's currently on tour in the USA, and also we're going to be talking about a couple of transfers in and out, all news surrounding Manchester United. Yes, I understand your homie's been away for a couple of days, but man has been busy. The homie is getting married in a couple of weeks. Not me, my homie, Adam Dar. Shout out to you, Adam Dar. Flipping love your son. But yeah, let's get into the video. Let's not talk about that kind of stuff. Anyways, first things first, just want to talk about the flipping squad that's going on tour. Okay, so we've got 3 goalkeepers, we've got 11 defenders, we've got 10 midfielders, and we've got 3 strikers. Okay, one of which is Martial. So can you really class him as a striker? I'll let you lot decide. Let's talk about the goalkeepers. Pretty standard. There's no really surprises there. De Gea, Pereira, and Romero. No surprises there. It's the flipping defense. Managed pro 11 defenders. Yes, you heard me. 11 defenders. What is he trying to bloody do? Pay a flipping full team of defenders? Absolute piss taking, my personal and humble opinion. It's just too many defenders. Honest to God, how many players do we need at the back? Jones and Smalling, one of them has to get sold. We've got too much dead weight. Just to go through some of the players, it's pretty much the standard squad. Couple of surprises. I won't say surprises, but Juanzaj's there, Mitchell's there, Usmaantalksunited is also there, classed as a defender also. Apart from that, it's the standard players: Smalling, Rojo, Jones, etc. Obviously, we know Rojo's injured, so to speak. I don't know why he's there, but he's there nevertheless. Moving on to the midfielders. Again, 10 midfielders. I suppose that's a decent amount. But if you're looking at those midfielders, there's not much quality there, I'm not going to lie. The standout player for me in that sort of situation is Andres Pereira. I fully rate the kid. I'm really happy to see him on the tour, of course I am. Other players, Pogba, Herrera, Mickey, Mata, Carrick, Fellaini, just a standard sort of thing. Also McTominay, I still don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. I don't know if that's right or not. He's also there, so I suppose it's good experience for some of the youth players. Those people saying Joseph doesn't take youth. Well, he's taking them on tour. How about flipping that? And obviously, like I've already mentioned, Lukaku is obviously signed. Rashford and Martial up front. I don't even know if Martial's classed as a striker or as a winger on the spreadsheet. If he's not classed as a striker, which he probably isn't, that just shows how light we are. So I'm going to quickly go through the squad. Starting with the defence, first and foremost, like I've already said, we've got too many defenders. I don't understand what the hell's going on here. We need to really get rid of a lot of dead wood. Like I said, Smalling, potentially Jones as well. They don't need to be there. Darmian has been linked with Juventus throughout the whole summer. I personally don't want Darmian to be sold. I just think he's a very good utility player, similar to Daley Blind. Both of them, in my humble opinion, are very underrated. Blind more so than Darmian. Blind is very underrated in my personal opinion. I think he could be playing anywhere in the middle of the park as well. He could play CDM, left back, centre back. He's been fantastic for me throughout the season. I just don't think he gets the praise he deserves because he's slow and he doesn't. He's just not as quick as some of the other players. It's just bullshit in my personal opinion. Other player, Darmian, again, he's very good at defending. That's what he does. He's a flipping Italian defender. He's good at right back, left back. Even played flipping centre back one game. He was alright in that game as well. Again, I just don't think he gets the credit where it's due. Regardless of the other players, some of them definitely need to get sold. Like I said, Smalling and Jones for me. Moving on to the midfield. This for me is where we're ridiculously light. Of course, we all know we need a bloody CDM. And of course, we all know we need a winger. But my theory on this is, just hear me out. I think it's a bit of a blessing in disguise, and I'll tell you why. Before people are thinking, Usman, you said we need 4 signings. Of course we need 4 signings, and we need to make those signings before the start of the season. However, for this tour, I think it might be a bit of a blessing in disguise, and the only reason I say that is because obviously we need a CDM and we don't currently have one, which means Usmaantalksunited would potentially get more minutes on the tour, so it gives him an opportunity to obviously showcase his talent. I know his talent. I'm pretty sure Jose is more than aware of his ability. However, it's just another sort of nice incentive for him to obviously turn up on the tour and obviously put in a couple of decent performances. If we had a CDM such as Fabinho, those chances for Usmaantalksunited would have been considerably slimmer, so to speak. Another person that I think this is kind of a blessing in disguise for is obviously Andres Pereira. If you don't know who he is, he's a flipping G. He was on loan to Granada last season and he absolutely was flipping phenomenal. I personally thought he was absolutely fantastic for such a piss poor team. I just thought he covered himself in glory. Apparently Jose was keeping in touch with him. Andres Pereira also has come out and said Jose was keeping in touch with me consistently throughout his sort of stay in Granada, which is always a positive sign for any young player, just to hear from his his manager, just hear that he's actually still interested in his personal growth. You know, so those of you that have been chatting shit about Jose saying he doesn't care about youth, well, he kind of proved it with Pereira and some of the other players. Actually, to be fair to Jose, you know, he could have kept some of the other senior players about and not given so much confidence as sort of risk with the youth players. Yes, people will argue, say you don't really have any other options, and I completely understand that. However, what I will say is, you know, there's other players that he probably could have signed, Matuidi, for example, that could just slot straight in and, you know, potentially not benefit Fosu Mensah's sort of progression in this sort of, you know, moment in time, so to speak. Yeah, so that's the kind of way I'm looking at it. Yes, just hear me out. We definitely need the CDM and a right winger before the start of the season. I'm just saying for this sort of tour, it might be a blessing in disguise because we'll get an opportunity to see players that otherwise wouldn't get an opportunity to play if we did actually have a CDM and a winger, if that makes any sense. Obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing Mkhitaryan, Mata, etc., Herrera, Pogba. I know Carrick's obviously been given the captaincy. I don't think Carrick's going to be playing week in, week out, so the vice captaincy is obviously at Herrera's doorstep, and I think it'll be absolutely fantastic to see that man Herrera leading the line for United. I personally love him, the passion, the desire, the hunger to obviously do the club justice and play for that extra badge is just a beautiful sight. Let's just flip here, behold that beauty. So yeah, moving on to the final sort of three positions. It's Lukaku, obviously we just signed. Cheers, Chelsea. Rashford, again, youngster from United Academy, and Martial, again, open to debate regarding if he's a striker or a winger. I personally would put him as a winger, but just to make it sound like we've actually got a couple of strikers rather than flipping just two, we probably are ridiculously light. If we're going to win the league, I can't see us just having two strikers. Yes, I understand that we've just signed Lukaku for a stupid amount of money. However, I just feel like it's not going to be enough just having one person. We have lost Lukaku and Rooney. I'm sorry, Zlatan and Rooney. I just think we need a bit more firepower going forward. We just need a bit more firepower going forward. We can't just rely on Rashford and Lukaku. So, bearing that all in mind, what's the transfer news regarding the situation with United? I'm going to go and start with the bloody strikers because why the flip? Now, I'm hearing, I kind of mentioned this a couple of months ago possibly. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is way ahead of his schedule. Surprise, bloody surprise. He is obviously currently still training with the United setup at Carrington. So I honestly just think we're going to sign Zlatan. You know, I personally would absolutely love if we sign Zlatan back. I don't really care when it happens. It'd just be a massive sort of boost mid-season just to bring somebody like Zlatan back into the dressing room. Just his calibre and just his overall sort of persona around the sort of players. Those charismatic sort of personality. That's kind of what you need to win titles. Let's not shy away from that. We've lost Rooney. Regardless of what you think of Rooney on the pitch, off the pitch, he was absolutely phenomenal. The guy's a leader. And if I was a United player, I would be looking up to Rooney as well because he is a legend regardless of what you people think. At home, he's an absolute legend of the club. He's achieved everything that there is to achieve in the flipping game. So if I was a youngster growing up, I'd definitely be looking at Rooney in the dressing room. Of course, we've lost that now. And we have obviously lost Zlatan. So potentially we can bring Zlatan back, even if it's for a couple of months at the end of the season. I think it'll be a beautiful boost to the players. Other option, this is quite a funny one because I kind of said this in tongue-in-cheek to some of my friends and cousins. Basically, if you haven't heard, James Rodriguez has signed for Bayern Munich on a 2-year loan, and I kind of said in tongue-in-cheek, watch, Man United will get linked to Thomas Muller. It's happened already. The Sun have already reported. Yes, I know Sun are not credible at all. However, the Sun are reporting that Man United are potentially interested in bringing Muller. We were interested in getting Muller under Van Gaal, but they were asking for a ridiculous amount. I think it was like 80 million at that point. I don't think Muller's going to be worth 80 million now, mainly because he hasn't had a fantastic season. He's barely been playing. He's been a pretty much bench warmer to Lewandowski, which is completely understandable. But for me personally, right, we need goals, right? He would be fantastic. I know I wanted Griezmann badly, but Muller at getting goals is something flipping out. The guy will always pop up and get a goal for you. I think it would be an absolute fantastic signing, especially that number 10. We've already filled the number 9 with Lukaku. We definitely need to fill the number 10 and number 7. Obviously, James Rodriguez is no longer available. That person would have been my bonus pick. Why not go for Muller as a bonus pick? I genuinely think he's got the capabilities to get us at least 15 goals a season in all competitions. I think that's been a bit sort of on the cautious side. He probably can hit at least 20. Just the way his sort of natural sort of instincts are to get in the box, a bit like Lampard-esque. But no, seriously, Thomas Muller, I think he'd be a decent signing. What do you guys think about that? I know I said it in tongue-in-cheek, but why not? Why flipping not? It would be a nice little sort of boost to the other players that we've currently got in this squad. A couple other things that have been raging on for quite a while. The Perisic thing is apparently... It's just a matter of sort of agreeing with the fee. Apparently Perisic has agreed terms with United. I don't really know how much of this I believe. Hopefully it's a smokescreen for somebody better. However, obviously, if Jose wants Perisic, you know, Jose clearly seems to want Perisic. You must see something in him that's going to benefit the squad. So I'm completely backing Jose and his transfer policy. Last season, he got signed 4 players, and all 4 for me personally were a success in, you know, each given right. I think Mkhitaryan is going to be phenomenal this season, so I suppose he could probably carry his success through to this season. So it will be a fantastic signing. But anyways, regarding Perisic's situation, it looks like they want 48 million. Man United bidded 39 million. It's been rejected again. Looks like we're going to bid back in and go like 45 million. So it's just going to be back and forth throughout probably the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we can flip and seal it quickly before Inter Milan go on their tour. I believe they're going to China, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously we don't want him on that plane to China. Another couple of players again being linked with Man United. Eric Dyer, please just stay away from Man United. 50 flipping million for that piece of bagwass. If you don't know what that means, it's another word for shit. No, but seriously, don't bring Eric Dyer to Man United. I just don't think he's worth the money first and foremost. Secondly, I just think he's overrated because he's English. The other person again is Fabinho. How long is this going to go on for? Apparently, Atletico Madrid have agreed a deal in principle with Fabinho. I don't know how much I believe into that because AS and Liquid reported it again. In that report, they also said another team can easily come in and snatch the flipping deal. So I don't even know what kind of deal Atletico Madrid have flipping organised with them. But why the hell would he want to go Atletico Madrid? He can't go until January. It's just a bit of a joke. If Atletico Madrid starts stealing the players that we want, especially given what's happened with Griezmann, I'm still pissed off about that. I can't lie. I wanted Griezmann so badly. And the other player that we're linked with is Bakayoko. How funny would it be if we signed Bakayoko? I swear to God, that would actually be banter because we would have shafted Chelsea twice in one bloody window, obviously stealing Lukaku from under their noses, and you know they seem like they've already signed Bakayoko about 2 weeks ago, and it's still not a done deal. So if we were to sign him as well, that would just be sheer banter. But the Rent boys won't be happy about that, which makes me really happy because I flipping absolutely despise the Rent boys and Conte, who thinks he's an absolute dumb. But regarding Bakayoko, I personally don't want him. I think he's overrated, as a lot of the Monaco players are. Yes, they've had a fantastic season, and of course they won the league, but I just did think people are just jumping on the bandwagon. Most of those players people didn't even hear of for flipping 12 months ago. Yes, I understand people can obviously improve within such a short period of time. I just think it's bullshit though. Yes, he's a decent player, however, I just don't think he's the answer. I want Fabinho. Simple as that, because Nangolan doesn't look like he's leaving Roma, because the man is loyal. But we never know with this flipping day and age. The last thing I want to just mention is Adnan Januzaj. He has actually been sold to Real Sociedad. I did report this a couple of weeks ago saying there was interest in the potential sort of opportunity for him to leave. Yes, he has completed his medical for roughly a fee of 9.6 million. People are saying Inter Milan want 9 million more for you know, Perisic for what we've offered. Just offer him the Januzaj money and just complete the deal. I don't really know what the hell that's about. If that's actually the case, that we saw Januzaj to fund for, I don't see how that would be the case. Some people just making up stupid rumours again. But yeah, regarding Januzaj, a bit disappointed, I'm not going to lie, because when he burst on the scene, I personally, I'm not going to lie, I put my hands up. I thought he's going to be the next big thing. If not, at least on Nani's capabilities are level, so to speak, because Nani was on the threshold of being absolutely elite. Let's not make no mistake about it. In his peak, it was phenomenal. But yeah, Januzaj for me had the capabilities of flipping, you know, just grasping the world and actually doing something and flipping with it. He just didn't grasp his opportunity whatsoever. You know, he had the ability. I still think he's got a lot of talent. However, his attitude and demeanour in general has not been fantastic. You saw what happened at Dortmund. He was flipping. They were complaining about his demeanour, his attitude, saying that he just wasn't workmanlike. And obviously, at the end of the day, you have to work hard to be successful, especially at a club like Man United. And for me, Andres Pereira over Januzaj every day of the flipping week. I hope Pereira gets a flipping opportunity. You heard it here first, well, everyone's saying it. But let's pretend you heard it here first. It's been your boy, Usman. I hope you've enjoyed my sort of roundup. I apologise obviously for not being around recently. Man's been ill, as you probably already know from my previous video. Feel free to drop a like if you have actually made it this far in the video. I appreciate it. For all the homies that are always spreading good vibes and obviously comments, I appreciate you guys in the obviously comment section. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. That all aside, it's your boy Usman. Enjoy the rest of the week. I will be back shortly, and take care. Come on United!